folks, we're doing Fresh Tendrils by Soundgarden in this one. I thought I'd done this ages ago, forgive me, because Lee Griffiths and Rob Flanagan asked for this donkeys ago. Can't remember how long ago it was. But anyway, here you go, chaps. Hope you enjoy this one. You do, however, have to detune. Of course you do. Soundgarden, and there's some weird sound signatures. Shock horror. Nothing too crazy, though. But your low string is going to go down to D, and your fifth string is going to go down to G. So it'll sound like this. And the rest are as you would expect. Tone-wise, I am using the Funny Little Boxes 1991 because it does this really nicely. I've got it cranked, but the I thought I'd use the Dirt for this actually, but it's got too much gain. There's not as much gain in this as you'd think. That's the tone I'm going for. Let's dive in, shall we? First riff goes like this. It's harmonics, so you're likely going to hold your finger above this rather tasty 12th fret here. So we have... But notice that's ringing out quite a lot, right? So you're actually going to ever so lightly palm mute as well. Like that, okay? So you're going to play, let me turn the pedal off. So you're going to play, I actually don't know who wrote this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Chris, because it's got a very drummer-esque kind of rhythm, right? You know? So you have, then you do the open D, and then a little double stop slide from 12 to 11. And then you hit the open low string again, right? So again, slowly. You play that 5 times, right? Then you go into this part, which is in 6/4. And that goes... like that. And around... So, you know, not terribly tricky, is it? You're just adding a bit of at the end. So, the first part's very similar. Then you hold that, and then you go down to the 9th fret and slide up 1 fret. And you play it another 4 times when you arrive. And then you hit the low string again. And back around. Let's play it around twice so you can hear it as it loops. It's lovely. This tuning's really nice. So that is the first verse. Then you go around again. You play this 3 times this time. 4/4. Then into verse 2, and again you're going to play this 6 times. Then things get fun and funky. We have 3/4, 4/4, 3/4, then back into 4/4 for the chorus. So this kind of bridging part or pre-chorus part. So the first bar is straightforward enough. Right, but then the bar of 4/4 goes... Think A-team. Okay, for that bit in the middle. So again, from the bar of 3/4. Yeah, you got that again. And then you go into this for the chorus part, okay? And with distortion, the chorus riff is pretty straightforward. It comes in on the 4 and, so you'd have 2, 3, 4. so on, right? It actually goes off into a little fill there. But we'll come back to that in a sec. Again, let's try it clean, shall we? So we'd have 2, 3, 4. So think of these shapes really as just power chords. So we'd have, then you go down to the 7th fret. Here though, you just play the open string and 10th frets, right? 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. That's the first time. Down to 7. Then you do whack, and then a rest down to the 7th fret, whack, and then so around again the second time. So you go back to that shape there. Then we do. Okay, then we continue on. And then we go, you do a kind of 4 notes worth, I think. And then you've got this. This bar, it's actually a bar of 9/8, that second one, because you've got this open 1 beat right at the very end, right? Before you go back into that, right? So the last bar would be. And then back in. You do that 5 times this time, and then you're going to go into the 3rd verse, right? Which you know already. You do that 6 times. 7th time's subtle difference. You just don't play for the first like couple of beats. You come in after 3 beats basically. So 1, 2, 3. Round again. Then we kind of loop round this part. We're just coming into the solo now, so you'd have. And then you go into this. The solo starts here. After 3 times of that, you play. Around that twice basically, and there's another 1 bar phrase there before it goes back into that bit. So let's have a look at the solo quickly. That, as I say, that comes in after this. Now I think it's an octave pedal. So you could play that octave like that, muting the string in between with a bit of meat from your second finger or first finger, however you play it. So you'd have 3, 4, 1. You know, so either play it single notes with an octave pedal, which is what it sounds like to me, or do that 3 times, and then you go to this little part. So hammer on, 5 to 7. Rest. And then quite a quick hammer on and pull off. Then you have this repeating phrase, it plays twice. And then again, I think with the open D. So again. Okay, so 3 times of this basically. So you're hammering on and playing again with an upstroke. And just repeating that around, okay? So you're going to play it. So it's 5 hammer-ons. 3, 4, and that one just rings out for a little bit longer, right? It's an 8th note rather than a 16th. Around again. And then we're into the outro part. You're going to play that. I think the other guitar's still playing. It's just playing that, right? 3 times of this with the other guitar. Right, that was twice round. And then after that, we go into this ending. And then that, folks, is it. You're done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.